Shalom. Today we are going to answer some questions. Let's get into it.
In the book of Genesis 32:30, and Jacob called the name of the place Penal or Pinal, or however you say it. For I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. That's in the book of Genesis 32. Can you explain that, brother? Did Jacob see God? What was he talking about?
Okay, first thing we need to do is to get the context. Let me take you back to verse 24 so we can get the context. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. As we can see, Jacob was fighting with a man. Let's see who this man was and who Jacob was fighting with. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with man, and hast prevailed. It says God, but we know and understand that this cannot be talking about the Most High Yah, since no man can fight with the Most High. Now let's examine that verse again. The word God is the key. God is actually a title. Most of the time it's referring to the Most High Yah, but not all the time. Sometimes it's referring to a judge, a power, or even an angel. Let's go to the Strongs so you can see it for yourself. So that means that Jacob have seen an angel of the Most High face to face.
And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face. Even the Lord is lying to us, brother, as a man speaketh unto his friend. Now that's like me and you. When I go outside, I see you and we talking face to face as a man. See, look at the context of it. Speaking to his friend. So he's giving you a description of how we were speaking face to face. Now, is Moses also fighting with angels?
This one is different. It is not talking about the word God, but actually it is talking about the holy name, YHWH. So, how is this possible then? Since the Moses said, if we would see his face, we will die. And this is the answer. What Moses saw was the presence of the Most High, the angel of his presence. That's the reason when Moses asked the Most High to see his real face, the Most High said no, and only showed him his back part, or else Moses would have died. And when Moses saw the back part of Yah, his countenance changed. He was glowing because he had seen the back part of the Most High. And from then, nobody could be nearby Moses. The Almighty has a presence, an angel of his face. Let's go to the book of Numbers, chapter 16, verse 19. They all gathered at the tabernacle entrance. Then the glorious presence of Yah appeared to the whole community. By the way, presence means face. Let's get more info on the presence of the Most High. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, verse 9. In all their affliction he was afflicted, and the angel of his presence, the angel of his face, saved them. In his love and in his pity, he redeemed them, and he bare them and carried them all the days of old. So this was actually the angel that was walking amongst us, that made the covenant with us, and the one who was communicating with Moses. So the Most High used this angel as an avatar, so he could communicate with us, with Moses, without we facing death. That was, and that is still is, the only way that Yah can communicate with us without we facing the death.
All right, 2 Samuel 24 and 1. The question I have for you is, why is God saying the same thing that Satan is saying? Why is God repeating the same thing that Satan is saying? Let's go to 1 Chronicles 21 and 1. And Satan is saying the same exact thing. Why is that? How does this happen?
This third question is simple. If we examine 2 Samuel, it says that he, Yah, moved David. How did Yah move David? With what? Well, he used his left hand. He used Satan to do that. The Almighty was the one that gave the order. The Most High operates through his powers. He possesses right hand powers and also left hand powers. And in this case, he used his left hand power, his adversary, Satan. Satan is one of the sons of the Almighty, one of the sons of the Most High. He is doing his job. Let me take you to the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God, in this case means the Most High, came to present themselves before Yah, before the Most High. And Satan came also among them. So we see Satan is one of the sons of the Most High, one of his left hand powers. The Almighty is the only one that creates good and evil. So actually Satan was representing the Most High. He was doing his will when he was provoking David to number Israel. Satan was doing his job as the Most High had commanded him. Oh yeah, concerning Judges 1:19, it is a mistranslation. Let's go to the Septuagint and read it from there. Judges chapter 1 verse 19. I am reading from the Septuagint. And the Most High was with Judah, and he inherited the mountain, for they were not able to destroy the inhabitants of the valley, for Rehab prevented them. So, as we can see, there is no chariots of iron there. It was mistranslated. The Septuagint is a much better and loyal translation. The most scholars agrees with that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Exodus chapter 20 verse 13. Thou shalt not kill. Let's go to the Strongs and see if this is a correct translation. So as you can see, I don't have to say anything. You see it right there. Okay, let's get this one. Psalms chapter 82 verse 1. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. God is a title. We have already established that. In this case, you see God with a capital G. It's clearly talk about the Most High. He standeth in the congregation of the mighty, he judgeth among the gods, among the angels. There is only one Creator. Concerning 1 Kings chapter 22 verse 23. Now check this out. If your father give you a command to go to bed at 8 o'clock, do you expect that your father is also going to bed at 8 o'clock? Come on, man, have some sense, please. He is the Most High, so basically he can do anything, whatever he wants to do. Now, I do like to continue, but I ain't gonna waste my time, because a lot of those questions doesn't even make any sense. All praises goes to the Almighty.